Okay, so for some reason last night when I was doing the other YouTube video about my acid time loop, it cut me off and it told me no longer allowed to video record or something, so I was like, I'll just wait till tomorrow. But to leave off of what I was saying, oh, by the way, I got my eyebrows waxed, so it's all red right here. Anyways, if somebody was actually paying attention, probably not. So spinning out is basically when you, so like if you look at your fingertips, you'll see that like our consciousness, reality is so spun in, like associate it with your, your fingertips and try to imagine your soul or your consciousness unwounding like from your body. It's like your soul, your ego is so connected to your body that when you spin out, your fingertips unwind. The reality around you unwinds, and it's not pleasant. It doesn't feel pleasant. It's purgatory. I can't really explain it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. It's one of those things. If you know, you know. Words have limitations. Can't explain every little detail of everything. I think my point of that is I think religion is important in that aspect of people who believe in religion don't have these existential issues. They don't have these issues of wondering what's real, what's not real. They don't have these, oh, I'm going to spin out. They don't have, most people don't have these issues because they either don't care or they care so much that they put their faith into a religion because they know that there's something else out there. And there is something else out there. Humanity, this world, like Earth is not the only living thing that's out there. Like, whatever's out there, I don't know if space is real. I'm not going to get into that. I don't know what's outside of this dimension. I don't even know if we're in a simulation. Probably are in a simulation of some sort, but it is definitely important to have faith in something. Faith that, faith in being a good person in general. Like, it doesn't even really have to be religion. It can be faith in the other side that there is something on the other side waiting for you. And like, your actions affect what happens when you leave here. Like, regardless of how you look at it. And I think religion is important in that aspect because it closes you off from these negative energies, from these negative thoughts that are harmful to your psyche and to you, your ego, your everything. I feel like religion, is just important in that aspect. And like, as I'm saying this, I look outside and I'm like, I'm talking to myself. I feel like I am telling you, the viewer, like whoever, the pathways that brought you to this video, like, I am you and you are me. And like, I'm telling you that to protect you, and I noticed my other video I said like a lot because I was tired, and I know that's probably really annoying to hear, like every other word. So I'm doing my best not to do that. It's like I'm talking to you knowing that I'm talking to myself. Like, we are all a part of the same energy. Regardless of what you believe, when we die, we lose like 0.08 of our body weight or something. Like, there's research on it. Look it up if you don't believe me. Something happens to our energy when we die. I don't know. I'm not going to say what happens. But I think faith is important because it gives you a direction. It gives you a direction not to do drugs. It gives you a direction not to lie, not to steal, not to cheat. It's worth it to be a good person. Like, to be a good person, you are protecting your ego, your life, and you're protecting everybody else's. And the world is so busy not caring. And, you know, this theory doesn't have much to do with my, I mean, it does have to do with my personal psychedelic experiences, but at the end of the day, it's like, you're all looking at these videos because you're trying to relate, you're trying to connect, and try to connect your experiences to what I'm saying. Try to connect, you know, especially a lot of people who are watching these videos have had negative experiences. You know, connect whatever you went through to open your mind up to the idea that I am here and I need to have faith in something. And people will say, oh, that's the coward's way out, like humanity does that so that they're not afraid of death or whatever. Like, I think that's the ultimate issue, is we are all afraid of death because subconsciously we know what happens when we die, but consciously we don't really know. Like, us and our egos and stuff, we don't really know what happens when we die. And I think that, and I agree, but I don't think that's the coward's way out. I actually think it's the opposite. I think it's the strong thing to do, because there's so many things out there that make you doubt that there's a God or that there's a purpose. There's so many things out there that you see in the world that show you, hey, none of this shit matters, right? But like, if you change your perspective and say it does matter, the world becomes a better place. So I would challenge you, the viewer who's ever watching this, you know, I've been through, like, I get psychosis. Like, I can't smoke marijuana anymore because I get psychosis and I start spinning out. And I have to be strong and say, no, I'm not going to spin out. I'm here for a reason. And then those thoughts cross my mind, like, I'm just doing that to protect myself. Is it egotistical? And then I'm like, not everything is black and white. At the end of the day, it kind of is, but at the same time, it's not, you know? And if you're ever spinning out, know that you are a good person. Don't let your thoughts convince you that you are not a good person. Like, that's what happened when I spun out on acid. Like, not this time, but other times. I saw this, like, black and white meter going back and forth, and my thoughts would affect where the meter went. And, like, don't doubt that you're a bad... Don't let the black side tell you, oh, I'm a bad person. Because you're not. If you're questioning that you're a bad person, that means that you have a heart of gold. Because you actually care. And if you actually care, then you're a good person. Yeah, you might have made bad mistakes. Yeah, you might have done things that bad people do. But the fact that you're asking that question means that you want to be a good person. So, it means that you are a good person. And as I said before, I think religion is very important. Follow your heart. Unless it's like murdering and fucking causing suffering on other people, then fuck you, dude. You need to change. But other than that, you know, have faith. Have faith that your ego is here for a reason. And I feel like this video that I'm doing right now is really going to help somebody. Because I was in a time of... I still go through times where I feel like, fuck it. Like, why am I even doing this? Like, I should just die. Like, I wish I had the guts to kill myself. But at the same time, it's like, no. Like, that's the coward's way out. Like, you have to face